We're here at the U of L Student Facility Center where over 500 gaming enthusiasts have gathered with computers in hand to play on the country's largest LAN party known as Lanwar. 3 times a year, folks from all over the country bring their computers, set them up on the network, and then put their game face on to play in a 2-day knockdown drag-out competition called Lanwar. Now, I'm standing here with one of the founders of Lanwar, Troy Schwartz. It's good to see you, Troy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, listen, this is a truly impressive event that you and your wife, Dawn, has put on. But for the folks out there watching, they probably don't know what a LAN party is. Can you tell us what exactly is a LAN party?
Yeah, a LAN party is basically a bunch of people bring their own computers, and we hook it up to a network, and everybody plays computer games against each other, all in one room, sometimes for 2 or 3 days straight.
Wow, 2 or 3 days straight. Now, what kind of games do you play on this network?
We play Battlefield 1942, Counter-Strike, Warcraft 3, UT 2003. We let the gamers vote, and then we play tournaments in whatever games they decide they want to play in.
Now, I've heard a little bit about these tournaments, and I've also heard that teams, or what some folks call them, clans, will travel as far as across the country and even parts of the world to play here at Lanwar. Is that correct? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, we have consistently people come from Canada, California. We've had teams fly in from Korea, France, Sydney, Australia to come play here in Louisville.
That is simply amazing, Korea and Australia. Now, that tells me that you are probably getting some national exposure, and by the looks of things, I see some pretty name brand people here today. Tell me a little bit about those guys.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've been doing this for 5 years, and we've recently been able to acquire Tom's Hardware Guide. They've graciously come down and covered the event several times, and they brought with them ATI, which is a wonderful video card maker, and then we have AMD, who also makes processors, and you know these are the big boys in the industry, and they're finally starting to take notice of LAN parties, and these guys are leading the way.
Well, you know what? It's got to be very, very good for you, and you got to be very proud that for an organization that's only been around since 1998 has attracted so much attention.
Yeah, we have 3 or 4 different kinds of things we do. Of course, people come for the camaraderie. They come for the social event, basically. We play tournaments in all the major games. We have dinner brought in. We cater them. We bring them food and everything. We do pizza giveaways. We do sponsor giveaways. We throw out door prizes to all the guys and stuff. We have case mod contests. Everybody will work on their cases, and they mod them all up. We have competitions in that. We've had fear factor contests. Just a wide variety of things. We also have ATI in the house, and ATI is bringing in, and they're doing a speaker session tonight to meet one-on-one the game developers with the driver developers with the actual users of the cards.
So that's really good for the company because now they're getting some feedback from the actual gamers or customers of the companies that are actually using their products. Well, it sounds like there is a whole lot to do here at Lanwar, and like I said, you got to be very proud of what's going on. Now, it takes a lot to put an event this size together, and we're going to go check in with a couple of guys that are responsible for connecting all these PCs and keeping them powered up. Now, like I said, it takes a lot to connect all these computers together here at Lanwar. And standing with me is a couple of guys that are largely responsible for connecting all the computers together and keeping them powered up. Eric Grocky, who is one of the networking gurus for Lanwar, and George Conover, who is one of the guys responsible for powering them up. Eric, talk to us a little bit about what it takes to connect all these computers together.
Well, we have 3 24-port gigabit switches that connect up to about 30 user switches that all the gamers actually connect to.
Wow, so that is a pretty large network, and from what I understand, it's probably one of the largest portable networks in the area or maybe even the country. Is that correct?
That's true.
And you guys come in and you set it up in 2 days' time. You set it up on a Saturday and then you tear it down on a Sunday. Is that right?
We come in early Friday and stay the night, get it all done, and then we stay until Sunday, tear it all down.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Like I said, it is a portable network. And as I look around the room, George, I can see a lot of the monitors and a lot of the computers that are plugged into something here, which tells me that there is an enormous power load. How do you handle all that?
Well, in order to break the power down for the individual gamers, we take the power that comes in from the outside and break it down into halves, all right? So we have the power on one side of the room and half the power on the other. When the power comes in, it passes through several different boxes that will break the power down to the point where the gamers can connect their PCs individually to power strips.
Wow, and they can do that all without burning the building down. So you guys are doing really good.
So far.
Hey, guys, I know you guys are really busy, so we're going to let you get back to work. And now we're going to go check back in with Don and Troy, and we're going to see what lays ahead for Lanwar. obviously, Lanwar is probably the largest LAN party in the country. But a little birdie has telling me that there is something a little bit bigger in store for Lanwar, and it's called
Million Man LAN.
Tell me a little bit about Million Man LAN.
Say we run 4 events a year. Million Man LAN is definitely our biggest. It's held at the Fair and Exposition Center. We've got enough room to hold 13,000 gamers. Now, we don't think we're going to get that. Last year's Million Man LAN had just over 700 gamers, and we're looking at doubling that at minimum this year.
That is simply unbelievable. Can you imagine a Million Man LAN playing games against one another? Well, now, if you want more information about Lanwar, you can always jump on the website and go to www.lanwar.com. That's www.lanwar.com. Now, stick around. When we come back, we're going to meet up with the rest of the Technically Challenged crew, and they're going to show you how to take your next child's birthday party and turn it into a LAN party. All that and more when Technically Challenged returns.